Good morning, y'all, y buenos dias. So for today's video, I wanted to share a flip through of the kindergarten math with confidence. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Okay, so for the first portion of the video, I'm just gonna flip through, just very general, quick flip through. And then for the second half of the video, I'll be explaining how we're gonna be incorporating it into our homeschool. So yeah, let's start with the first half. Okay, so we got both the student workbook and the instructor's guide. So with this program, you cannot just get the student workbook and have it work. It's not. Most of the work is through hands-on activities, discussions, talking about it, doing real life math. And so this is guided towards 1 page per lesson. And so in theory, 1 page per day. And so let me just flip through to the first page. So right here, you know, at the top of each page, there's always little practice in terms of writing. So, you know, they're tracing and then circle all of the number ones. And so this is the lesson that goes with the first lesson, the first worksheet that goes with the first lesson. And so here we go again. So 2 and then circle the pairs. And it's very, very simple, repetitive work. And that, you know, obviously it starts to expand on. And so I'll just flip through some of these sheets so that y'all can see how it kind of progresses. Very simple and easy. It's supposed to be repetitive enough for them to, you know, really hone in those skills and really kind of solidify that information. I'm going to skip along a little bit further ahead so y'all can see what's going on further ahead. This is for lesson 12. Getting on to simple addition. And you've got some addition work here. And subtraction. And then towards the end here, working on some tallies, counting by tens, some seasonal work, calendar work, and then this is pretty much the end of it here, ending. There we go. So that is for the workbook itself. Again, the workbook is not an overall, like you can't just get this and be ready to roll. You have to get the instructor's guide, which again is very, very simple and laid out very well. Very kind of concise information here. So you get a review of the unit and then the breakdown of week 1. And again, it's very hands-on math, which I really enjoy. So it gives you a breakdown of the unit, then a breakdown of the week, and then a breakdown of the particular lesson. So this one went with the workbook page 1. You know, it's scripted, so for folks who are just, you know, ready for something open and go. And then there's the activity that goes along with it. And, you know, right here we're putting groups of 1 and then obviously practicing writing the number 1. And it kind of goes like that, finding pairs, you know, different activities that you can do with things that are in 2, you know, 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 feet. And again, it progresses like that. Very detailed explanation. It gives you exactly what you need, you know, the materials that you need, counters, paper, for the different activities. So that way you can kind of set it up as you're going along. And obviously, just like with any curriculum ever, figure out what pace works really well for you and your child. So again, just trying to bring math into everyday scenarios, because math is one of those subjects that if you don't bring it into the real world, it can be lost very, very quickly. A lot of abstract math can just go completely over a child's head, and adults as well. But in particular for this, we want to, you know, bring it as tangible, as real as possible. So now that y'all kind of saw what the material is about, let me explain a little bit about how we're going to be using it. Luna actually already finished the kindergarten for Singapore math. That's the program that we've been using. We use the pre-K, A and B, and then we just finished up the kindergarten A and B. And she absolutely loves it. There are so many amazing things that I love about the program. I really can't emphasize it enough, and she just enjoys it so much. The only reason we are doing this is to kind of supplement us and just get a little bit of practice in before we move to Singapore level 1, which is obviously going to be a lot more demanding, and I just want her to be as comfortable and as confident as possible, no pun intended, with math, so that way when she does get to that next level that she feels like, you know, she can really do it. And obviously it's going to come with challenges. I want her to be challenging herself while at the same time, you know, being really self-aware of what her level is, and understanding that it's finding that balance between, you know, pushing her and also making sure that she feels comfortable, if you get what I'm saying. She loves math. It's one of her favorite things, and so I just want to make sure that she has a really good foundation. She went really quickly through the pre-K and the kindergarten, and I think that's because we've been able to put it into real perspective as much as possible. That's my biggest thing with math, is finding the real world applications as often as possible and showcasing that, because sure, you know, we can replicate things in worksheets, but real life tangible math is, you know, what we use every day, first of all, but also how we are able to better grasp it anyways. And so why not try to teach them in that way? For us, we're probably going to be doing 2 lessons a day, because as y'all saw, it's fairly simple things that we'll be learning about. And obviously it's things that she already knows because she already finished the other program. And so we're probably going to be doing 2 lessons a day, 5 days a week, just because she literally begs for it. If y'all saw my last vlog of us kind of finishing up the Singapore math, she just went ahead and she was talking about how much she loved it, and she loves doing subtraction right now. And so I don't want to stop her by any means at all, but I also just want to make sure that she is fully 100% grasping everything before we kind of push too far ahead. And so right now, our goal, our setup, our plan is that we're probably going to be finishing this up before the start of the new year, so before January, because we homeschool year round. I couldn't stop even if I wanted to, just because Luna just wants to keep going. And so we're probably going to finish this up through January, and then at the beginning of the year we'll probably be starting on Singapore math, 1st grade. And I'm really excited about that, and she's really excited about that. The only things that we really need to just practice more on, just to get more of a concrete understanding, is money. And obviously that's really a challenging thing in general, you know, because you're adding by 15 and 25 and making 100 and all of this. So obviously this is something that we're gonna take time on, and so I don't want to rush anything at all, because there's no rush at all. She just wants to know it so badly, and so I try to encourage that obviously as much as possible. And so we've been pretending restaurant a lot, so that's how we've been incorporating that math. We have our little like bag of coins that we have, and you know, like this costs 25 cents, so how can we have 25 cents, and you know, like pulling it like that. But yeah, I just wanted to give some reference to people who have been following our homeschooling journey, as well as just like looking through this program. But I'm very excited. I've heard so many great things about it, and I like the fact that it's very hands-on, and she gives a lot of different activities that you can do for one lesson, in case your child leans more towards this or more towards that. But yeah, if y'all have any comments or questions, shoot them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.